after Shakur Stevenson's performance against Edward De Los Santos, man, you got a lot of fighters, commenting, leaving their 2 cents. It's always like that, man. If you're a fighter and you have an off night or you look bad in a fight or something like that, the same fighters that were like squeaky quiet, they'll come out of the woodworks and troll and poke at you. That's what they do, man. But Tank, Devin, and Frank Martin, those are the ones that really was coming at Shakur the most. But Frank Martin said something that was rather interesting, man. He said pretty much he tweeted a plate and the plate with the utensils on the side with the smiley face, which means Shakur Stevenson is food. He believes he's a plate, bro. He pretty much calling Shakur a whole dinner plate, a meal. Whether it's whatever, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I don't know. But he's pretty much saying after that performance, Shakur is nothing. He's food out here for everybody. So he's probably typing that, licking his chops. And, people say, Shakur laid an egg for people. Like and even he said, well, damn, maybe now these dudes will get in the ring with me. It's crazy. The sad thing about that is, that could be what happened that night. Could be bad for Shakur. Could be a good thing. He's at the end of his rope with Top Rank. It's questionable if Bob even want to re-sign him if Shakur don't want to leave Top Rank. And that's the only thing that I don't like to see. I don't want to see the young brother start really struggling to get fights. He was already struggling to get people in the ring with him before this fight. Either now on the promotional standpoint, he might struggle to get bigger fights now, or you might see people chomping at the bit to get in the ring with him because they believe that they can beat him. But here's my take, though. I'll get to Frank Martin in a minute. But if nobody signs up to fight Shakur after what they seen in the ring, that still tells a lot of people a lot, because it tells me people aren't confident in their own skill set to get Shakur, to really keep up with him or figure out a way, figure out the puzzle on how to get to him, man. If nobody is still like, okay, look, let me figure. I think I could beat him because De Los Santos, he showed me something that I could probably take advantage of. If nobody does that, bro, then that should tell you a lot about your favorite fighters. Put it like that. Now, with all that stuff Devin said, I should have gave that bum 20%, and then Tank replies to Dev. I ain't see either one of them say, "Yo, yeah, I'm a dog on Shakur. I'm gonna send a contract." You ain't hear them say none of that shit, bro, right? Notice that. You ain't hear that. And then here go Frank Martin, him too. Especially him. Because he was the one that was the closest one that was about to fight Shakur. And he's typing food emojis and all this plate and calling him food. But you backed out the fight. You backed out the fight. Why you wasn't saying before he was food? Now he's food now? Okay, if he's food now, type, I want him next. Did you hear Frank Martin say that yet? Nope. These dudes is full of it, man. I guess at this point, look, we can say we won about Shakur. I'm going to say it again. Near one of them typed, after our fights, I want Shakur in the ring. Let's get him. Let me see what he can do with me. If that was me, I would have knocked him out. If that was me, I would have did this. Let's go. You won't see that. They just running their mouth and just tweeting and shit like that. But let's see. Let's see in the coming days and stuff if any of them decide to step it up and raise their hand and say, look, I want it. Or like, let's see if Frank Martin decides to revisited a fight with Shakur. But what I think is, I think he needs to just rematch. But I'll talk about that later. But anyway, let me know what you think about Frank Martin and his tweet calling Shakur food. And you know, another thing I realized, he didn't even send that tweet directly to Shakur either. He just tweeted it on his own page. Why didn't you tag Shakur when you typed that? These dudes don't really want it, man. Trust me. You know, even as bad as you think he looked, okay, then none of them is chomping at the bit to go get him. But we'll see. It's Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all later on the next one. I'm off this.